Hi all signs, and welcome to your Sunday check-in. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here, thank you for clicking on this video and trusting me with your energy. For those of you who have been here before, then welcome back. We are doing your little Sunday check-ins. This is just a quick energy check, and I start by pulling out one of the pocket archetypes and getting an overall vibe of the reading, and then we're going deeper with the tarot. I don't clarify on the Sunday check-in. It is just a little 5 to 7 minute roundup just to see how your weekend's been and see if there's any energies coming towards you this week that you may need to be aware of. As usual, I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I highly recommend checking out all 4 placements, as between all 4 of them you can pretty much get yourself a personalised read by taking what resonates and leaving the rest. And this intro is going to be quite short today. I shared the majority of the channel updates on the 4 Aces reading. If you missed that on Wednesday, I will link it below in the description box. It's mostly about our expansion out into social media. We now have Facebook and Instagram. Those links are down in the description box as well. It would be wonderful if you go down there and give us a follow and a like, just to help our little community grow a bit more and find all fellow spirited people out there that are in need of these messages, help them to find the channel as well and help our little community grow. And grow it has. We are now hitting, I think, time of recording, we're over 1,700 subs, which in the short time the channel has been created is absolutely amazing. So I just want to give a great thanks to everybody that's here, that's helping to support the channel just with your energy and your presence. I really do appreciate it. Every share, every comment, every like. I absolutely love engaging with you guys, so please keep it coming. I'm always hanging out down in the comments section, so if any of the readings are resonating with you, then drop a little comment. It's good for me to see how things are playing out in the physical, as I just get the energetical here out on the table. And with that, everybody, I am going to start the readings now, jumping straight into Aries. So I will see you over at your timestamp. Hello Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. This is set for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so check all your other placements to get a bit more of a detailed read. Okay, right, Aries, let's have a look. Let's see what's coming towards you, Aries. And messages for Aries, please. Messages for Aries. The overall message for the reading. Okay. Oh, okay. So as I say, if nothing's popping out, I will just take up from the top, and that I will. Apocalypsis. Right. Okay. That's usually the dissolving of old structures. Do you know what? This healer card wanted to come out as well. So you've got 2 Aries. You've got the healer, and you've got apocalypsis. So this is healing through struggle. Old structures are coming down. Apocalypsis and the healer here. Old structures are coming down, and this is actually a very healing time for you, or you are a healer for somebody else. We will jump into the tarot now and see what that's all about. Okay, what does apocalypsis and the healer for Aries, please? Apocalypsis and the healer. So you show me apocalypsis and the healer for Aries, please. I give these cards a really good shuffle before I turn the camera on. So one will do for now. Right, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. That's brilliant. And then the Page of Swords upside down. Okay, so or in reverse, upside down. There's something you don't expect. Usually the Page of Swords is information gathering. In reverse, it's something that you didn't see coming. Something that's going to be quite difficult for you, Aries, but and around your stability. It could be something financial for you as well, or it could just be stability in terms of the familiarity of your environment. So that's either going to be your physical home, or the people living in your home, or in your community, or in your friendship group. And it's going to be something that's going to be, it looks like a shared struggle actually, but you are certainly part of that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else is coming in for you. Okay, we'll take that one. 4 of Wands, we committed, good. Okay, yeah, there's other people involved in this struggle. It's not just going to affect you. You're not on your own, Aries, okay? But there's actually a really good point to this. It's something coming down, so something else can be rebuilt or healed or revealed. Yeah, the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands. This is definitely something you are committed to with other people. It's been going at quite a fast pace, but it's almost, I'm getting the image of almost like a train going so fast it comes off the rails. So while you may have been achieving success in one area, there may be something that's been going so fast that maybe it comes to a halt, maybe it stops, maybe something's withdrawn, and that's going to feel like a failure. It isn't. It's just that a process that you're going through with other people just needs to be slowed down a little bit, just so it can be redirected in another direction. Okay, right. Or there's something at the moment that's quite chaotic going on for you. This is the opposite energy applies. I'm not clarifying. So there's something very chaotic that's happening around you with your structure. It's actually going to come to a halt. It's going to feel like, hang on a minute, is this ever going to be fixed? This is now worse than it was before. No, it's not worse. It's so something else can come in its place that will bring order to the situation. It seems as a situation that requires order to it. Okay, right. Let's go into the near future, please, for Aries. Near future for Aries. The World, yeah, there's the ending there. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Swords and Justice. Yeah, it needed to happen. Justice. I don't know what this is to you, Aries. It could be you and one other person. It could be you and a group of people. Seems like it's going to affect more than you, though. But whatever's happened needed to happen. It needed to come to an end, or it needed to stop, or it needed to slow down. However, the energy attached to whatever is causing this chaos or imbalance has not left you. It is restructuring itself. It's achieving a new sense of balance through an ending and wrapping up of a cycle. Or else it would have just gone on and on and on and on, and no progress would have been made, no growth would have been made, no conclusion would have ever came. You'd just be living all up in the air all the time. Okay, right. Can I get some universal advice for Aries, please? Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. I think it's something you've been struggling with. Like, oh, we can just get by. We can get by. And then, I've often, in the past, Aries, just a personal example, not to make it about me, but I've had moments where I've just been scraping by financially, and then I've had a huge bill hit me, and it's wiped me out to nothing, and it's felt like the worst thing in the world. But you know what? That actually gave me the motivation to find other avenues of income, and I then ended up better off than when I started. It seems to be something like that. Doesn't have to be income. Could be with a partnership or whatever. Because Four of Wands is here, but it's something of that vein. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Aries, please? Some universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. Yeah, the Chariot. This is a redirect. The Two of Arrows there. That's the Two of Swords, something that you don't see coming here. And then the Hermit there. The Hermit. So it's actually, the advice to you is actually to look within for the answer to whatever this question is, because that's what the Two of Swords is. I mean, she's blindfolded, she's got her heart crossed, right? She's looking within, she's going within, she's not being influenced by outside forces. And the Hermit is very much of that same disposition. He goes within to find the answers that he seeks. So something within you, Aries, that is the solution to whatever this is. It's actually going to bring something out of you, probably, that you don't even realize is there until it happens. But it actually puts you in Aries 2.0 energy. And this is actually the time of year for something like this to happen to you, Aries, because we've got a lot of activity in the Aries energy in astrology. Neptune is entering Aries on the 25th, so you may want to watch out for something around that date. It might be the date we release this, actually, today. So something for you to watch out for, Aries, but the universe is convinced that you're going to see your way through this by just trusting in yourself. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Aries at Esoteric Tarot. Please check the description box if you want to take a deeper dive into this personal situation for you, as that's where all the details of my one-to-one readings are. And with that, Aries, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Taurus. Hello Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Let's see what energies are moving towards you this week. Okay, can you give me an overall energy for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Taurus, please, that one. Okay, any more? No? Okay, just one for you then, Taurus. Okay, one can be more than enough, believe me, with these cards. Oh, the Village. Oh, that's actually really nice. I mean, the Village, it just gives me such a sense of companionship and camaraderie, but the card itself is quite dark. Maybe some of you are missing your village. Maybe you feel far away from your village. And by village, it doesn't have to be a physical place. It can be. I live in a village. I love my village. it's just a sense of community or a sense of home or belonging, or maybe also going back to your roots. The archetype of the village is like the homestead, the heart, the family, simple living, you know, that lovely rural life. Even if you live in a city, you can always get a taste of that no matter wherever you are. So whatever the village means to you, Taurus, let's have a look. Okay, what does Taurus need to know about the village? What does Taurus need to know about the village? Sorry, my doggies are outside me playing, so I don't know if you heard that, Taurus. Sorry. What do I need to know about the village for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. The village for Taurus, please. The village. The Chariot, okay. The Knight of Cups and the 9 of Swords. I don't get this 9 of Swords being your energy. I think someone's moving towards you, Taurus. Someone who sees you as the village. By that I mean they're coming to you for advice on something. They trust you. This is someone from your past or in your current energy, but someone that you've known a long time, someone who considers you like home, or at least part of their soul family or a connection. I'm getting friend coming towards you. Moving at some speed, but there's something with them that they're upset about something, and it's an emotional thing. Yeah, okay, they need your advice on what to do next, what course they need to take, and this talking to you grounds and balances them. Okay, because a Chariot, even though it's a card of movement, it's a card of alignment. So they feel aligned to you, they feel that they can trust you, they feel like, you know, they're getting a good solid advice. But let's see, yeah, the 5 of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. Someone's found something out about someone else that they're connected to or committed to. So typical example would be you've got a friend that might be, you know, find something out about their partner that might trigger a divorce, a separation, and they're wondering, well, what do I do about this? Or they've been betrayed by somebody. Things are not as what they once seem, and they need to figure out how they feel about it and also what to do about it. And to that specific example, we do have the Page of Pentacles, because it could be something work related as well, but they're showing me it's emotional for them. Either way, it's emotionally based. Okay, right. Your village is in need of your help, Taurus, it seems, this week. All right, can I see the near future for Taurus, please? Can I see the near future for Taurus? The near future for Taurus. The Fool, okay. The 5 of Cups and the 5, there's a betrayal, 7 of Swords. Somebody's been betrayed around you. This could be you going to seek out someone that you know and trust to deal with this, Taurus, as well. I'm not clarifying, so I'm not sure which way the energy is flowing, but I instinctively, energetically just got this is not your cards, but still connected to you strongly. You need to know and prepare to deal with this when it comes through the door. There's a sadness, there's a betrayal, and somebody knows they need to go on a new path, but they're not sure which direction to go in, and they're coming to you for help and advice. It's lovely, Taurus. Sorry if you don't like sipping, by the way. Coffee is my intuitive power juice. I mean, I know they say, you know, if you're spiritual, you need to be clean and only drinking matcha and meditating all the time. You know, I do those things, but I love a cup of coffee. Sorry, guys. Right. And so, but my doggies on the landing having a fight, I think. Not a real fight, it's a play fight. They don't fight, they love each other so much. Okay, can we get some universal advice for Taurus, please? Quite fitting for this reading, actually. Can I get some advice for Taurus, please? Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus, please. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. 4 of Vessels. The Knight of Cups. That's the Knight of Cups again. Okay. And the 3 of Swords. Someone's heartbroken. Your advice in this, though, is to not get too emotionally involved with whoever this is. Don't do things for them. Don't try and pick them up. They're going to have to pick themselves up. However, you're here to act as a guide. Okay, don't get too emotionally involved. Don't try and pick up too many of the pieces. I know it's tempting to do that. You know, if they need a place to stay with you, Taurus, yeah, great. So you can crash on my couch for a couple of days. but, you know, draw the line at them moving in with you. It's that sort of energy. It's like, you know, be present, be next to them, be supportive, but do not get absorbed by what this person's going through, because then it might then start impacting on your ability to care for yourself if you start emotionally hemorrhaging into somebody else. Yeah, we've got the 9 of bows, which is the 9 of wands. That's the wounded warrior. He protects himself from more pain, and that's exactly what you need to be doing now, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. Whoa, we've got the tower at the bottom of the deck here as well. Don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you, and drop a comment below. I'm always hanging out down there, guys. And if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation, then check my links below. That's where the details of all my one-to-one readings are. And until next time, Taurus, I'm going to love you and leave you. Take care. Okay, next up we have Gemini, my precious gems. How are we doing? Welcome to your Sunday check-in. Today we're just going to use the pocket archetypes to jump into your initial energy, and then we will go deeper with the tarot. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so check all of those 4 placements for a deeper read. And can you please show me, Spirit, what's coming forward for Taurus? Let's get an over Taurus. No, Gemini, sorry. Just did Taurus, Lydia. Move on. Move on. I always had a problem with moving on me. Gemini, please. Can you show me the energies for Gemini? For Gemini, please. For Gemini. For Gemini. Some of you might have strong Taurus placements, so check that one out, maybe as well. Okay, for Gemini, please. For Gemini. For my lovely Geminis. Oh, we have the stone. Solid as a rock. I got that in my head straight away. You're solid, pretty much. I don't know if any of you have been changing up your routines lately, but you seem to be like nailing them down now. If you haven't, then maybe you want to think about doing so. There might be a rocky time ahead where you're going to need all that inner strength where you can muster. Likewise, there might be someone in your life that you consider a rock to you, Gemini. You may want to touch base with them soon. You might be needing a bit of their support, but we'll see what the tarot says. I'll get off my soapbox, Gemini. Let tarot have a word. Okay, can you show me Gemini, please? Can you show me Gemini? What does Gemini need to know about the stone? What does Gemini need to know about the stone, please? What does Gemini need to know about the stone? About the stone for Gemini, please. The stone for Gemini. The Hierophant, yeah, there we go. 10 of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Swords. You're committed to an ending. Something ended, you are committed to keeping it that way. That's where you've got to be solid. And that has triggered you into a new routine, yes. The Hierophant does speak about commitments, values, beliefs, routines, daily structures, things like that. So either something has ended, i.e. with a person, and you are committed to keeping it ended, meanwhile taking care of yourself. Some of you are putting an end to bad habits, and you're literally like, nope, I don't see it. As long as I don't see it, I'm not going to be tempted by it. Good, Gemini. Good. That's when I like to see the 8 of Swords. You're using your 8 of Swords energy for good there. Okay, right. Can I please see more for Gemini, please? Just a little bit more for Gemini. What else is coming forward for Gemini? Yeah, there we go. There's the tower. Something's coming in to shake up your foundations there, Gemini. The 4 is going to redirect you onto a new path. The 2 of Pentacles. It's going to be a wobbly start. Something in your life that's already a little bit wobbly, it's going to come crashing down. I have a feeling it's this ending here. It's ended, yes. In the physical, maybe the mental, emotional ending hasn't happened yet, because those things follow in stages for you. Ultimately, there is something else happening. For some reason, I'm getting this as being more like an inner realization. There's something's really over, because we can physically remove ourselves from a situation, we can psychologically remove ourselves from the situation, but the attachment remains. I think this is the breaking of an attachment with that 2 of Pentacles there. It's going to rock you a little bit though, Gemini. You have a little wobble, a little moment, but don't worry. Stone's here, you are solid. Right, let's see the near future, please, for Gemini, please. Let's see the near future for Gemini. The near future for Gemini, please. Death, there we go. There's a change, transformation. That's it. The 4 of Pentacles, something you've been hanging on to. 2 of Cups, it's a person. For many of you, it's a person. It could still be a bad habit. Don't discard the reading or the message if it's just a habit, you know, a way of life or whatever, because that would ultimately involve other people. Like, for example, if you're a drug addict, and I know this because I used to be a drug therapist, okay, an addictions therapist. Drug addicts weren't just giving up the drugs. They gave up the entire life associated with drug addiction, which meant all the people that they knew. It was almost like being a newborn baby in the world, especially the ones who'd been at it like 20 years. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an individual. For a lot of you, it is an individual. You have been hanging on, even though you're physically removed yourself and you are determined to stay on your own. You're like, this isn't good for me, I'm going to stay here. There has still been an attachment. Something about that attachment is going to break. It's going to be sudden. It's going to be unexpected. It's going to redirect you. But not before you go through a bit of a death process here, my darlings. And they're a big one. That's going to stretch much further out than the following week, okay? Prepare yourself. You've got this. You've actually set a really solid foundation. This is why the universe is bringing this to you now. It couldn't have done it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a year ago. It couldn't have done it then. You hadn't done all this lovely preparatory work, okay? So you're good, Gemini. The universe has got you, and more importantly, you got you, okay? Right, let's go into the universal advice, please. Universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice for Gemini. Whoop. Sorry, I like a satisfying shuffle, Gemini. Okay, universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice for Gemini. Seven of Cups. You can have some choices coming in. Don't worry. It's not just a dead end from here. The Four of Bows. That's your commitment there. And challenge, celebration here. It's actually quite a celebratory time for you. You're on your way up from here, even though at the minute you're going to be feeling kind of down. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, please don't be afraid of the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse. People say it's unlucky. No, it's not unlucky. I feel unlucky. It's not unlucky. It just means the wheel is turning. The wheel always turns. When it goes down, it comes back up. When it's up, it goes down. This is totally normal universal energetical behavior. We are not at the mercy of the wheel, Gemini. The key to peace is to become the center of the wheel and enjoy the ups and enjoy the downs, but staying true to your core self. And I believe that it's a skill that the universe is putting you under by stress testing you. And I think something's coming in that is going to really bring that energy out of you, Gemini, and give you the opportunity to harness that ability. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, oh, we've got the devil at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, attachment. Okay, sorry. If it did, please leave a comment below. I'm always hanging out in the comment section, guys, so drop me a line. It'd be great to connect with you. And if you're interested in taking a personal dive into this situation, do check the description box below for all my one-to-one reading options. And with that, Gemini, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Taurus. Hello Taurus, how are you doing? Welcome to your timeless check-in. Might be a bit of heartbreak coming in for some of you Cancer. I keep saying Taurus. And I did this just in Gemini's reading. Taurus energy seems to be dragging along into the other readings of late, which is very unusual. I'm going to have to check the astrology for Taurus when I'm done with this. But anyway, Cancer. Welcome to your timeless check-in. Let's see what energies are coming forward for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please. For Cancer. For my lovely Cancer collective. That's too many, but I will take the top one. Nectar. Wonderful. Okay, nectar. Something sweet. Sorry, my finger was over it. Something sweet and wonderful. Something nice. Something juicy, Cancer. Let's jump into the tarot and see what it's all about. Maybe you are the nectar, Cancer. No. Of course you are. Right, something's about to pay off. Because the thing is with nectar, it takes a while to develop and it's a natural process, right? You don't go manufacturing nectar in factories, do we? No. It's manufactured by nature, so it's a natural process that you're going through that is going to result in something sweet. Okay, nectar, please, for Cancer. Nectar for Cancer, please. Nectar for Cancer. Nectar for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about nectar? What does Cancer need to know about nectar, please? Four of Wands in reverse. We're not reversed, though. We've got the Chariot, 4 of Wands in the Chariot, making a lot of appearances today. And the 5 of Pentacles. You've been sacrificing something, Cancer. And so this is the energy of like, you know you need to go somewhere, but you don't know where. So you've been kind of sacrificing things that you think might help you and you'll gain clarity upon the way, but you've not got there yet, or at least you didn't in the recent past. Sorry, I'm going to sit. I love a big mug, but it makes your coffee go cold very quickly. Okay, can we see a little bit more on that, please? What is this? What's this 4 of Wands in reverse particularly? What is Cancer moving towards here? It's kind of a breaking away of a commitment or an old cycle, going in a new direction. You were on one road, now you're moving to another road, but you've had to make sacrifices to get there. Okay, all right. Ace of Swords, right? Okay, we're on the money. Yeah, towards your happiness, the Nine of Cups, and the Empress, and your self-empowerment and productivity. The old way wasn't working for you, Cancer, was it? No, you tried a long time. It didn't really pay off very much, so you're trying to do things differently. You know what makes you happy. You've become clear on that. You're not here to waste any time on things that aren't making you unhappy. You just want to see progress, productivity. You believe that this is the way it's going to take you. And yeah, I'd say from the cards, you're right. Okay, you may have been a bit stubborn about something in the past. You've got Justice here. I'm not saying you are or someone else. So Justice, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah, what am I investing in? It needs to change. Your change of direction might upset some of the people around you, though, or make them at least raise their eyebrows. I'm not seeing like loads of conflict here. I'm just seeing like people going, Cancer, where are you going? You never go that way. Yeah, maybe you walk to school in one route and you decide the next day to take another route. It could be something that small, Cancer. But on that route is something for you, something where you're like, aha, this looks worthwhile. I might try this. Okay. Seems like the universe is, there are lots of redirects going on, but we're on the cusp of that Capricorn, Aquarius energy. So I'm not surprised to see it, Cancer, if I'm honest with you. Right, can I get some advice for Cancer, please? Advice for Cancer. I'm getting a lot for Cancer readings that you're just so sick of things not working out. Whether it be work or love, you're just kind of trying different things and just seeing what sticks. And I'm kind of getting a bit of a vibe here as part of that as well. You're heading towards the nectar. This is your universal confirmation that this path you've chosen, yeah, is the right one. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Universal advice for Cancer. Yeah, the Five of Swords again. Okay, we've got the King of Arrows in reverse. That's the King of Swords in reverse. And then we've got the Page of Wands in the upright. Yeah, that's pretty much just what I said. So you'll feel a bit disorientated in the direction you're going, either with something specific or just life in general, Cancer. You're like, oh, I don't know. You're just kind of following your gut and what interests you. And that's really the right way to go. The Page of Bows is opening up, being curious, being like, what's this? What's behind this door? What's behind door number 2? But it is coming from a place of just like, you were frustrated and fighting against that frustration, and this literally is the card of frustration in the Five of Swords in this deck. The moment you dropped it, the moment you stopped trying to figure it out, Cancer, and just go with what you're interested in, what excites you, what you're curious about, the new path will open up for you naturally. The universe has a funny way of working like that, my cool crabs. Okay? Right, Cancer. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. Oh, and you're protected. We've got the Four of Stones, which is protection in this deck. This is a protected path for you. So do you know what? Go out there, Cancer. Experiment. Try new things. Try a different way of doing things, you know? You'll see, you'll be surprised at the result. Hang on, Cancer. I've got to check we're still going here again. I've got my new software and I don't trust it at all. Anyway. Thanks for being here, Cancer. Check the description box below for all of my one-to-one readings if you want to take a deeper dive on this. Oh, look, there's your personal abundance there at the bottom of the deck too. Nice. Drop a comment below if the reading resonated with you. I'm always hanging out down there and it's great to connect with you all. And I'm going to love you and leave you, Cancer. And until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Leo. Hello, my lovely Leos. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. Today we're just going to pull some energy, see what overall messages are coming forward to you for this week. Okay, quickly see Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Lovely Leos, please. What does Leo need to know? What's coming towards Leo, please? What's coming towards Leo? What's coming towards Leo, please? What's coming towards Leo? Messages for Leo. The underworld. Oh, Leo. Don't do so great in that energy. It's kind of moon energy and you're all about the sun, right? The underworld. Okay, you're going on a little bit of a dark journey, but it's okay. Lydia got you. You're not on your own. Let's jump into the tarot and see where you're going. Okay, what does Leo need to know about the underworld? You might already be there or it might be coming towards you. I always find the underworld to be a very painful, difficult, yes, but rewarding highly. I'm a Virgo. We kind of... people underestimate Virgos when it comes to darker energies. It's actually the other half of our sign. But so if you've got any Virgo placements, I'm going to kind of call to ask you to check those. I've even checked the Virgo reading once I've done that. I haven't done it yet. So it's next actually, so just hang on. Okay, right. Can I please see Leo, please? What does Leo need to see about Virgo, please? What does Leo need to see about Virgo? Virgo, the underworld. Honestly, if you go check your other placements before now, Spirit is doing something with the order of things when it comes to the placements today. So it's just one of them. Okay, the underworld for Leo, please. The underworld for Leo, not Virgo, please. The underworld. The underworld for Leo. Let's get that energy in there for you, Leo. The underworld. What does Leo need to know about the underworld? The underworld, please. The underworld for Leo. The underworld for Leo, please. The underworld for Leo. The underworld for Leo, please. The underworld for Leo. The underworld for Leo. Yeah, there we go. They've got the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. Something you're trying to do is not working, Leo. The energy of stopping it is coming from your head. You feel stuck in a project that involves other people. There's other energies here. And you're like, it's just not working out. It just doesn't feel good. We did everything right. Why is it not doing what it needs to do? And you're kind of searching in the dark there, for an answer and a solution to what it is you're trying to do. The effort's there, the intent is there, the focus is there, but it's not coming together. Okay, what else do we have for Leo, please? The Chariot, okay, yeah. And the 4 of Wands, Chariot, 4 of Wands again, and the Tower. I'm not getting the Tower here. I'm getting the Tower here, not as a crumbling down, almost just like a driving force. Like you're afraid of a tower, so it's propelling you to stay on a committed path. You're like, if I drop the ball, everything will be ruined. That's an immense amount of pressure to put on yourself in there, Leo. But let's see what's coming towards you. Maybe there's a reason why you're doing that. Okay, can I see what's coming towards Leo, please? Judgment, okay. The 3 of Swords and the Temperance. You're going to burn out if you carry on at this rate, Leo. You need to slow down, okay? The direction you're going in is not... I'm not saying it's not working. It's taking out more energy than is required given the result that you're after. Like there's an easier way to do this that doesn't require you with your nose at the grindstone. Now, I don't know what we're talking about here. I don't know if it's work and getting work for many of you. Pentacles is often work. It could be a relationship. But you're stuck in a way of doing things, and I'm not judging you for this, Leo. Once Leos get a way of doing things that they like, it's hard for them to budge. Your cardinal sign, you don't really like change. I'm a Leo Venus. I get it. It's just the energy that you're working with here, Leo. But you're like, no, I'm going for it. It's mine. And you're putting pressure on yourself. You're showing me that if you stop, something worse will happen. But I see if you continue, Temperance, you're just going to get your heart broken over something. And then you're going to be forced to change anyway. Judgment. It's a judgment call. It's going from one state of living and being into another state of living or being. The universe will force your hand out of this anyway to do something differently. So the choice is yours, Leo. You can either stop now and figure out a way to do this that it's not such a burden on you, and the consequences of that change will be manageable. They won't be a walk in the park, but they will be manageable, okay? I don't think it's as bad as you are making out to be from your perspective. If you don't, the consequences are going to be more severe because eventually you're just going to burn out and everything will just drop to the ground, and the universe will kind of force you to go easy on yourself. And when the universe has to get involved in making us do things that we know we should have been doing all along, it charges interest. It's usually worse. So I would advise whatever path you are taking, Knight of Pentacles, incredibly stubborn energy. Sorry, Leo. Sorry, I'm not trying to call you out. With the Knight of Pentacles, he has one direction and that's where he's going and no one will stop him. But he's slow. That's why they've not shown me the Knight of Pentacles as the main energy. It's got kind of a Knight of Pentacles vibe to it. You're going in pretty fast, but you will, because you're a fire sign. Okay. Right, can we get some universal advice for Leo, please? Some universal advice for Leo. Universal advice for Leo, please. The universal advice for Leo. Universal advice for Leo, please. Universal advice for Leo. Universal advice for Leo, please. Yeah, the Four of Cups, the Mirror. You're ignoring your inner wisdom, Leo. Yeah, there's the King of Swords. Your inner wisdom is telling you already you are not doing this the right way. I mean, I don't like to say in terms of right and wrong. You're not doing it in a way that's most productive. There's another way to do this. It's more productive and less burdensome than than what you're currently doing. The key to consistency and progress is for it to be sustainable. And whatever you're doing is not sustainable. You're not getting the payout for the level of effort you're putting in. But there is another way that'll be far less painful. You just need to stop, go within, reassess, get some rest. And with rest comes the wisdom. Okay, Leo. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comment below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you, and drop me a comment below. I'm always hanging out down there, Leo, so it's good to connect with you guys. I'd love to know what this is all about, and if you want a deeper dive into the situation, check the description box for my one-to-one reading options. And with that, Leo, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, and next up we have Virgo. Hello, my lovely Virgos. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. We're going into the pocket archetypes next today, just to get you an overall energy for the reading. And then we will be jumping into the tarot to get the details. And this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So check another placement if this one is not resonating with you. Okay, we've got the Warrior. Wow, okay. Who are you bossing about then, Virgo? You're the warrior, someone else is a warrior to you. Either way, you've got some kind of battle before you, or you're currently in the middle of it. Something that's got to bring in your inner bravery, sense of courage. Again, great time for it, because Aries is bouncing all over the cosmos at the moment. It is entering Neptune. Well, sorry, Neptune's entering Aries, and Saturn is also there. So it's a kind of crazy time for anything that you're passionate about, or anything that's quite difficult for you to do, for you to actually just get on it and power through. Okay, can we see the Warrior, please? Can we see the Warrior? Can we see the Warrior, please? The Warrior. The Warrior for Virgo, please. The Warrior for Virgo. The Warrior for Virgo, please. The Warrior for Virgo. Ace of Swords, okay, an idea. Oh my goodness, Ace of Cups, right, okay. And the King of Wands. I don't know why this has been very conflicting. Now, the King of Wands is Aries, fire card, yeah. Check your Aries placements, Virgo. Something about, you're bouncing between your head and your heart. You're almost aligned in that energy, but not quite. There's something, so you're getting a frustration because they're not agreeing so much. I think you know where the destination is you want to go. I think your heart and your head are kind of agreed on that. How you get there, though, I think there's a debate going on here. Okay, can we see some more on Virgo, please? What else is coming forward for Virgo? Can we see Virgo, please? Virgo, something you really want, and and it makes sense, but you're like, there's a frustration. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. The Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands. It's like you're not changing your mind. You're wondering how to do something. How do I bring something about? Is it going to be painful? Because remember, the Ten of Swords isn't necessarily an ending. It's just a severe pain. I mean, we can guess this guy's a goner, right? But we don't know for sure. A lot of people can endure pain for a while. It's like you're saying, I know I've got to do something, but I know it's not going to be very uncomfortable. I've tried this before and it didn't work. So what's going to be new and different this time? It's like something like that. I see you investing in something, but for some reason the energy of endings is around it. But with the Page of Wands supporting that as well, means that you're not totally closed off to an ending. You're like, this is possible. This can be done. The odds might be narrow and small. The process might be painful and long. Oh, I might have to sacrifice a lot of things to get there. I think you're assessing, like, is it worth doing it then? We've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles. There's the World. There we go. And then Death. Yeah. Yeah. From an ending comes a new beginning. It's not coming to the 3D yet though, but it's on its way. Death, that's your transformation, and then your ending. I think usually you see them this way around, right? The World and Death. It's very common to be this way around. Something ends, it triggers a transformation. You're showing me the other way. You're showing me I have changed. So something in my life has got to go, or it's got to be different. When that happens, it's over a new opportunity that was already here, or it creates a new opportunity that is going to be very financially good for you, or at least stabilize you and others. It will benefit you and the people around you. That being in reverse, it means it's not here yet, but it's on its way. It's the Pentacle. It's the first Pentacle of the 10. You're on a journey to somewhere. 1 to 10. Okay, let's get some universal advice for Virgo, please. That's very interesting, Virgo. Very, very interesting. Can I get some universal advice for Virgo, please? So I try and shuffle away from the microphone. This microphone is super, super sensitive. So I don't want to be like, you know, deafen you all. Right, can I please get the answer universal advice for Virgo, please? Universal advice for Virgo, please. Universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. 3 of Cups. Okay, there's more people around you. That's good. The 3 of Stones. Oh, wow, you've got a lot of help. And then the Blasted Oak. It's unexpected help, though. I don't think you expected people to be on board with whatever you're trying to do here. But everyone's like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, you're doing Virgo. I think you're almost bracing yourself like, people are going to be disappointed in this. People are not going to be happy about this. I'm going to have to get rid of everything. I'm a different person now. But the people around you are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's change. Let's bring this down. Let's restructure. Let's start something new. Or if it's just you doing it by yourself, everyone around you is super, super supportive of it. The universe certainly is. Your guides and spirits certainly are. You've got a lot of support in this, Virgo. So make that change. Make that change. Do it. I think that's why your head and your heart have been bouncing backwards and forwards. You've got to tap into that warrior energy. And like I said, check what Aries is doing in the sky. This is the time for it, guys. The time is for it. Okay, Virgo. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for chilling with me here in the Zen Den, Virgo. Drop me a comment below. I do like to connect with you all. I'm always hanging out down there. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading, then check the description box below for all of my links and options. And with that, Virgo, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Libra. Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. Let's see what energies are coming towards you this week. Can you show me an overall energy, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have a Thanatos. Okay, there's an ending, but you're ending it yourself. Thanatos is a god of death. But a particular kind of death. It's death that's almost like self-inflicted. Old Greek god. Look him up if you're interested in Thanatos. I imagine it's the inspiration for Thanos from Marvel, that name. That means bringer of death, bringer of endings, but it's an ending for a purpose. Very similar to the death card in tarot. Okay, right. Let's see what Thanatos means for Libra this week. Thanatos for Libra. Thanatos for Libra. What does Thanatos have to say to Libra this week? Controversial god he was at the time. Okay, Thanatos for Libra. Thanatos for Libra. Thanatos for Libra, please. For Libra. Thanatos, what messages for Libra does Thanatos have? Libra, please. For Libra. For Libra. Temperance, okay. The Magician and the Seven of Cups. Patience, my friend. I kind of got that in my head when that came out. You have been wondering what to do about something. You made a choice out of many possible pathways. Now, I don't know if you're aware of these pathways. The universe is telling me that they presented you with many pathways. You picked one instinctively or consciously picked a pathway. You're like, yeah, I'm getting on with it, but it's a long road ahead, Libra. It's a long road ahead. Okay. Right, let's see. I mean, this death energy might have come before then. It might have triggered this event. Okay, right, let me see what else we've got for Libra. Right, we've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Five of Cups. You're making your way out of sadness, Libra. Yeah, spilt cups. You had something ended for you, and the reason that had to end is because so something new and better can be birthed. Now I know we hear that all the time. It is true all of the time, but it's not quite believable. But when it shows up in cards like this, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. No question of a doubt. Please tell Libra, because to you it doesn't feel that way. To you it's like, right, okay, we just got to get on with it. We've got to pull our big Libra pants up and just keep on keeping on. And that's exactly what the universe wanted you to do, and you responded that way. Now as you go along this new path, Libra, even though you're feeling quite down, quite sad, quite low at the moment, you pick up speed, you gain speed, and then you spot something out on the horizon. And this is time horizon, so I'd say in the next couple of weeks, where you actually then start running away from whatever you just left behind. You're running towards something. You're no longer running away from something, or I say walking away from something. You start running towards something. It captures your heart space and also your soul space, your spirit. Okay, right, can I please see the near future for Libra, please? The near future for Libra. Near future for Libra, please. Near future for Libra. The Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. It's a deep, deep, deep healing opportunity. You encounter a person, an energy, a situation that's extremely gentle, but it brings up in you a lot of conflicting feelings. The purpose of this, or this meeting with this individual, is to bring out to bring it all out so it can be healed. Otherwise it's not gonna, you'll just be walking around with this dead energetic weight around your neck, Libra, and the universe doesn't want that for you. I don't think this is the end of your road. I think you're going towards this thing, and you're going to then eventually go past it because you'll carry on your journey. But this person or energy that you encounter is pivotal. It makes you realize something about yourself that you didn't know before. And now it can be healed, and then after a short time, everything will be much clearer and make perfect sense. Okay, Libra, can I please see some universal advice for Libra, please? Universal advice for Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. For Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. Universal advice for Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. For Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. Yeah, Two of Bows. It's the Two of Wands, some kind of decision, and also energy outwards, looking out into the unknown. You're ready to go. You're prepared for this journey. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is karmic, the Ace of Vessels in reverse. This might hurt a little bit, Libra, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's for good. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way it's supposed to go. You do have a decision in it, though. You're not, you've got agency. You're not being controlled in any way. The Two of Wands in this card is decision. And it's almost like you take the harder path, the more painful path, because you know it's going to get you to where you need to go faster. It's going to get you to happiness faster. It's going to get you to abundance faster. But you've got to go through this little dark slip road to get there first. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, it might have to do with another energy that's connected to you. You've just got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment below. I love hanging out down there, guys, and connecting with you all. And if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation, then check the description box for all of my one-to-one reading options. And with that, Libra, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time. My hair today, Libra. Take care. Okay, next up we've got Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. So welcome to your timeless check-in. Today we are going through the pocket archetypes, get an overall energy read on your situation for this week, see what you don't see coming, and then we're going to go deeper with the tarot. Okay, can I please see Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio, you've got a lot to say today. I know, my loves, but we're not got that kind of time. Let's listen to check-in, 5 to 7 minutes. That's all we've got, guys. Okay, can you show me Scorpio? This one, we have the eternal child. Okay, some of you might be doing some inner healing. Some of you might actually have a child. The eternal child has a positive and negative connotation. In the positive, it's joy, it's pleasure, it's fun, it's laughter. It's seeing the world through the eyes of a child, that everything is new, everything is magical, the impossible is possible. The negative connotations of the eternal child is immaturity, it's refusal to take responsibility, refusal to acknowledge accountability, avoidance, not bringing dreams, hopes and wishes into a reality, which, you know, takes hard work and grind. That's the negative. I don't know what side you're on at the moment, Scorpio, because I'm not clarifying, but the tarot will give us a clue. Okay. You might be dealing with an eternal child as well. So it might not be you, it could be somebody else. Okay, can you show me Scorpio, please? Very Neptunian energy, and again, a lot of activity going on in Neptune at the moment. Can we see the eternal child for Scorpio, please? The eternal child for Scorpio. The eternal child for Scorpio, please. The eternal child for Scorpio. The eternal child for Scorpio, please. The eternal child for Scorpio. The eternal child for Scorpio, please. What does Scorpio need to know about the eternal child? What does Scorpio need to know about the eternal child? Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. There's something you need to do, or someone attached to you needs to do, that it would be good for you, but it's not getting done. You're like, no, I'm not doing it. Even though you know it will be good for you. Like, you know it will. You're not fighting that point. There's something stopping you from doing it. And it's usually fear. In everyone, not just for Scorpios. Right, okay, can we get some more information on that, please? Scorpio, more information. Scorpio, please, more information. What is this then? What is this that Scorpio needs to do or doesn't want to do or will be good for them? A little bit more on that would be great. Thank you. The High Priestess, yeah, you've got to talk to yourself. Oh, the most terrifying thing of all, Scorpio. It took me years to be able to sit with myself. Although it's in relation to a soul connection. Now, I don't think it's talking to that soul connection because a High Priestess is here. That suggests some detachment from the situation. There is confusion between you and another. To resolve that conflict, you've got to go within and talk to yourself about it first. That's what you don't want to do. I remember, not to make this about me, but I remember when I was first starting out on the spiritual path, which I've always been on, but when I first started, like, you know, taking it seriously, trying to put it into my day-to-day routines and to improve my tarot and everything, I was talking to a friend who was further down the road than me than this, and they said, oh, meditation would really help you to, you know, enhance your skills. And I said to them, I don't meditate. They go, why? And I said, because I'm there. I don't want to talk to myself. The last person I want to talk to. I'm kind of getting that a little bit, Scorpio, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. You're like, what's the option? What's the outcome? Or how do I feel about this person? You don't know because you're not talking to yourself. You've got to do some more talking to yourself, which is usually when you sit and you be quiet and you don't talk to anyone or you don't do anything. And you know, your higher self comes online and goes, hello, Scorpio. And you just say hello back. Just take it from there. It's not scary, but it's scary to start, believe me. I've spent years and years avoiding myself. Okay, what's coming down the road for Scorpio, please? What's coming down the road for Scorpio? For Scorpio, please. For Scorpio. For Scorpio, please. Do you want to come here? There you go. The Two of Pentacles and the Lover. Scorpio, it's where you come here, your go nose. Yeah, everything will be alright if you talk to yourself first. Don't go around in the world trying to solve problems if you haven't spoken to yourself about it first. You'll start manifesting all sorts of things that either don't resonate, don't align, or you don't want. It's much more efficient to talk to yourself first. But, you know, some of us, like me and you, Scorpio, have to learn that the hard way. Okay? Let's get you some universal advice, please. Well, in a nutshell, yeah, healing. The connection most certainly comes back together and all is well. There is peace in the valley again, okay? Oh, I love it when the tarot's super clear like that. Universal advice for Scorpio, please. Universal advice for Scorpio. Universal advice for Scorpio, please. Yeah, we'll take that one. We'll take this one as well. Okay, advice is quick for Scorpio today. Right, so we have the Knight of Wands, there we go, and the Shaman, which is the Magician, and we have the Empress. Perfect. So the Knight of Bows is super enthusiastic, wants to get stuff done, like he's happy-go-lucky chappy, right? But when he's on his own, I think in your energy, this is what's happening, Scorpio. It's kind of aimless. He doesn't know where to put his fire energy, right? Then here in comes the Magician, which is you, which is as above, so below, which is you talking to your higher self. That actually gives your inner fire a sense of direction, which points it in towards the Green Woman, which is prosperity, production, fertility, also the ultimate mother archetype, which goes very well with the eternal child. Okay. You need to be a mother to yourself, Scorpio, whether you be male, female, non-binary, however you identify, just that feminine energy. You need a little bit of kindness to yourself, a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of love, but you can't do that if you don't talk to yourself. And then everything will just slot nicely into place without you barely having to do a thing, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the little thumbs up to the video if it resonated with you, and drop me a comment. I love to see how this is all manifesting in your lives, because I just see the energy here. So good to know how it's going on in the physical. And if you want to take a deeper dive on this, then please drop down to my description box. That's where all of my one-to-one reading details are. And that's Scorpio. I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Saggy. Hello, Saggy. Welcome to your timeless check-in. We're pulling from the pocket archetypes. Just get an overall energy read for Saggy, please. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we've got one. We've got the River. Okay, Saggy, you're in water energy this week. Uncomfortable for a fire sign, but often necessary. I'm an earth sign, but I have a lot of fire in me. I have a very strong Sag placement, so I get it. You just kind of go with the flow. You gotta go with the flow. For a fire sign, actually, Sag, you're pretty good at that. I would say Sagittarius is like the watery side of fire. Say, oh, they want to go for this deck for you, not the actual classic Rider-Waite, which is fine. Something about the river. You just got to go with it. You just got to embrace your emotions and see where they take you. And that could take you somewhere physical, like I really want to go to Disneyland, so go to Disneyland if you can, or somewhere internal. So, you know, maybe you just want to cry, scream, yell, do it. You might find yourself in a mentally better place by the end of it there, Saggy. Okay, could we please see the river for Sagittarius, please? Okay, who's this? Two of Cups. Okay, there's a connection involved here. Okay. The river for Saggy, please. The river for Sag. What do you got? Oh, this is a lot, but okay, we'll take them. This is you like it's complicated, Lydia. It's complicated. Right, we've got the Moon, the Four of Pentacles. There's a commitment here, and you're not really sure. There's a distance between your Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups. Are you taking a gamble on someone, Sag? You were like, okay, do you know what? I'm going to try this with this person. I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to see how it goes. Yeah, so you just got to see how it goes. Go with the flow. That makes sense. Okay, right. Let's see what's coming up ahead for Saggy, please. What's coming up for Sag? I have a feeling they're not your usual Five of Cups. I think we're trying something different. Hopefully, it might pay off. Oh, death. The Hermit. Oh, yeah. This gamble doesn't pay off, unfortunately, sadly. It's not looking like that way in the energies. Sadness, grief, separation, inner reflection, learning, pain. Oh, that might have already happened for some of you, actually. You took a gamble on somebody. It did not pay off. And now you're like, well, now what do I do? I try the way I usually do it. That doesn't work. I tried something new. That didn't work. What do I do now? Sit in your emotions. That's what you do. You don't really do anything. Go into Hangman energy, or you're in Hermit energy, which is, you know, withdraw. Work on yourself. You've got some kind of death process ahead. It's to bring up all sorts of emotions for you, Saggy. The universe does this for a reason. Okay, can I see the near future, please, for Saggy? Near future for Saggy. Near future for Saggy. The Devil. Saggy! This isn't getting any better. I'm going to the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Okay, it gets a little bit better. Oh, okay. Right. No, it gets better. in order to align yourself with your ultimate abundance, Saggy, you need to address some habits, predictive behaviors. It's not in the type of people you choose. It's not external to yourself, it's internal. Maybe it's the way you talk to yourself, the kind of words you use on yourself. That can become a habit. Like if every day you wake up and tell yourself today is going to be a shit day, you'll have a shit day. It's like that. There's something wonky in the energy that you are using to try and manifest abundance into your life. So that needs to be cleared out. But you can only clear it out if you're aware it's there in the first place. And that's what this process is about. So you've pretty much exhausted all your external options for addressing what it is, getting what it is you want. Like you've applied for every type of job. You've dated every kind of person. Why is none of it working? There's something going on in here. You're out of alignment with your desires. And it's just something that you're doing habitually. And I'm getting it's in your mind because the Four of Swords is here. Like your negative self-talk, doubting a situation, overthinking situations. It's things like that. So what you're going through is to bring that out so you can work on healing it and changing that behaviour. Then your manifestations will start working against that. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Saggy, please? Universal advice for Saggy. Sorry, Sag. Universal advice for Saggy, please. Yeah, Nine of Vessels. Your abundance is right there, Saggy. It's right there. It's underneath the surface. It's in the non-physical, waiting to come through. It just needs you to align with it. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Saggy, please? Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox, Sag. I'll get off my soapbox. For Saggy, please. For Saggy. You two want it to come out? Okay. And this one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We've got the Emperor. Nice. The Pole Star. That's the star card. And the Two of Cups. If you just love related, the person you want is, oh, look. Okay. The person you want is closer than you think. We've got the Home card come out there at the last minute. You're having to be a bit militant with yourself here, Sag, in the way you're doing something with your energy to clear that up. Once you do, it's like a new path for you. It actually just orientates you onto a new path entirely. The Stag is back being committed. It's the Emperor. Committed, taking responsibility, going, yeah, okay, I need to fix this. Let's do it. The Pole Star card is doing it. And then at the end of that journey, Two of Cups, there's a connection. Now, I don't know if you know this person or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. They're closer than you think, though, because we've got the Ten of Pentacles come out. Some of you, this also might lead to a financial abundance. Some of you might get a new job and find them there as a result of this path. You know, maybe some of you are like, you know what, maybe I should just work on my finances. I'll work on some skills, get a better job and make me feel better, and maybe they're there. It could be something like that. But I think for most of you, it means this person's closer than you think. They're just within reach, but you just need to align with the energy. You've tried externally, now try an internal change. Okay, Sag, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot, Sag. If you're interested in a one-to-one reading, check the description box below for all of my options. And I'm going to love and leave you, Saggy. Until the next time, take care. Hi Cappy, my happy Cappies, how are we doing? Welcome to your timeless check-in. Sorry, Sag had loads of cards fly out and they were super relevant, so I had to go through them all. Okay, Cappy, let's see what's going forward for you this week. Let's just straighten it up for Cappy here, straighten up. I hope you had a lovely birthday season. Okay, so was it that long ago? Just a few days ago for some of you. Okay, can you show me Capricorn, please? What's coming towards Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What energies are coming towards Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? What doesn't Capricorn see coming for this week, please? Can you show me Cappy, please? Oh, you got Thanatos. Who just got this? It might have been... No, Scorpio got in a child. It was either Libra or... I can't remember. Anyway, Thanatos. So Thanatos is a god of death, but it's a certain kind of death by one's own hand. So you are ending something, or you have caused an ending. Not to point fingers, but some people cause endings on purpose, some people cause them subconsciously. That's universal to everybody. It happens to us all. It's part of life. Okay, can I go through Thanatos, please, for Capricorn? Thanatos for my happy Cappies, please, or not so happy Cappies today. For my happy Cappies, please, for Capricorns. That's Thanatos for Capricorn, please. He is the god of death in ancient Egypt, if you want to look him up. Egypt? No, sorry, Greece. Okay, can I please see Thanatos? Why is Thanatos here for Capricorn, please? Why is Thanatos here for Capricorn? Two of Wands in reverse. Not reversed. It came out reversed. We take it reversed. Okay, you're supposed to be moving on to something, but you're not. Okay. Oh, I don't want to say supposed to. The timing is optimal. We all have free will here, Cappy. Okay. What is that? The Hermit. Oh, okay. And the Ten of Swords. Yes, you're meant to be moving on from something, but you're not. You're staying in place. The energy's opened up for you to like go, here you go, Capricorn. It's your new thing. And you're just like, no, no, no. I'm going to stay right here. The ending's behind me. I know that. So you know that. You're not grasping for the past, but you're not progressing forwards, even though the opportunities are arriving for you to do so. You're like, no, I'm not done healing yet. That's the excuse you're giving. I'm not done healing, so I'm not ready. Is it that, Cappy, or is it that there's a bit of fear in the way? Let's have a look. Okay. The Hermit's locked himself in. Okay. Here you go. Queen energies, please. Please. Let's have a look. Cappy, Justice, right, okay. The Ten of Pentacles, sorry, the King of Pentacles, yeah, and the Three of Swords, yeah, you're waiting on something. Yeah, you're waiting for something to be healed, rather than just doing that yourself and moving on. I don't know why I'm getting expectation from that King of Pentacles, like almost like, I deserve this. This is mine. Because King of Pentacles can be a little bit like, you know, it can be a bit of a hoarder, right? It's over something that hurt you. You're like, no, it's not. I can't move on until this person or situation has paid off. Then I'll be ready. But things you can't just wait around forever, Cappy. Because I don't know who it is or what it is you're waiting on. It could never arrive because you're relying on an external energy to move your life forwards, which is never a good idea. The only person who can move your life forwards in any direction is you, regardless. But you're like, no, until I get this missing piece, then I'll be healed. Healing doesn't work like that, Cappy, sorry. There might be another energy attached to you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the hidden energy, so it's almost a bit like someone said they'd turn up for me and they didn't. Where are they? Where are they? Well, they're hiding under my tarot deck, by the looks of it, Cappy. Okay, can I see the near future for Capricorn, please? Near future for Capricorn? Capricorn? Yeah, there you go. Someone else. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Fall in reverse, Cappy. The two cards of moving on in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. You are not budging. You're like, when this person arrives, or this thing arrives, then I will go on my new journey. Until then, sod you all. The Hermit is staying in his cave. Well, if you insist, Cappy. The thing is, you're expelling energy in the wrong direction, and it's draining life force. Well, your force to attract in abundance is being drained away. Queen of Wands in reverse. She likes to move. She likes things to move. She moves towards things. She likes things to move towards her. She's in reverse. She doesn't like being in that energy. It's stagnation. It's wasted time, wasted energy, shame about it. There's a new journey literally right there at your feet, and you're like, no, you're not taking it. The Fool also in reverse. He doesn't like being in reverse either. Full negative. Full negative is more like making a silly decision. Now, I don't want to call you out or anything. These cards come out this way, but the message, it's like a message you need to hear. So it's in relation to the thing that you want is out there, essentially. This is not the way of going about getting it. Just being stagnant and waiting on something else. The best way to bring in what you want, which is the Six of Cups in the upright, Cappy, is connecting with an energy or with a nostalgia or a thought or a wish, right? You're not going to get there. The Fool's in reverse. The Fool would like him this way, walking into this connection, but he's not. He's reversed. But I think you think the way you're going about it will bring this connection or this thing to you sooner. It won't. In fact, it's delaying you getting ultimately what you want. Because, I mean, the Queen of Wands in the upright and the Fool in the upright is a very, very powerful combo if you want to move towards a connection or a better job or move back home or whatever it is you're after. That would be beautifully powerful, but it's not. It's stalled. Because you're putting an expectation over the situation. Like, no, this has to happen, then that will happen. Doesn't always work that way, Cappy. And it's your choice. You can stay in your cave, Cappy, nice and safe and cozy. Or you could try at least just taking a few steps out and having a look around and seeing what the lay of the land is. You can always go back in your cave, okay? The cave's not going anywhere. It's always yours. It's always there for you. You can just take a few little steps out. Have a look. Okay, let's get some universal advice for Capricorn, please. Some universal advice for Capricorn. Universal advice for Capricorn, please. Universal advice for Capricorn. Universal advice for Capricorn, please. Universal advice for Cappy, please. Universal advice for Cappy. And I know it's painful and uneasy and uncomfortable to move on with something, feeling you're lacking something. But you're not, Cappy. All you need is yourself and your, will to survive. Okay, Cappy, let's go. Two of Arrows. That's just the Two of Swords. Yeah, there we go. There's that new journey again. The Star and the King of Arrows, the King of Swords. You already know this. You already know. You know where you want to go. You know what direction you want to go in. You know it's clear, but you're not moving. Injustice again. See, this is the Two of Swords, which is usually just like almost equivalent in this reading of having your hands and your eyes, hands over your eyes and your ears, just going, no. But it's also injustice in this deck, and you're pointing to justice here, like, no, I can't go anywhere until this thing comes, but I'm not seeing any reason why you can't. I think it's just a belief that you can't. Like, I'm owed this thing first, but the path is right there. And the King of Swords, the King of Swords asks us to detach from expectations, to detach from thinking everything should work out A, B, C, D. Why don't you try D, A, B, C? Like, it doesn't always have to be a linear line. Things can catch up with you later, and by then you're probably in a better place to receive it because you've made some progress by yourself. Okay, Cappy, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I love hanging out down there, guys, and connecting with you all. And if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation, then check the description box for my calendar links. And with that, Capricorn, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. It's Aquarius time. Hello, Aquarius. Happy birthday, my lovelies. I'm enjoying your season already. We're only a few days in, Aquarius. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. Let's see what's coming forward for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Did someone flip over then? Or was that my imagination? It's my eyes playing tricks on me, Aquarius, again. Sorry. Right, okay. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for Aquarius, please. It's coming in this week for Aquarius. The Unseen. Oh. The Unseen. Something mysterious moves towards you, Aquarius. Something. I don't know if it's a good surprise or a bad surprise, so we will go into the tarot. It might be something that's there now, you just can't see it. It's been with you all along, you just can't see it. Okay, you can't sense it, you can't feel it. Maybe some of you physically can't see it. Maybe some of you have just lost your keys. Okay, right. Can we please see Aquarius, please? Unseen. The Unseen for Aquarius, please. Why is the Unseen here for Aquarius? Why is the Unseen here for Aquarius? Whoa, see that? Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Death in reverse. Eh? What? Okay. It's almost like you're telling me here, like, I didn't have to deal with that, so it's better. We're all better off for it. I'm not sure I believe that, though, Aquarius. That's never usually the case. Very unusual. You're like, yeah, we don't need to deal. It's like sweeping under the rug. Oh, so you're making something unseen. You don't want to look at something. Yeah, Joe, I'll sweep it under the rug and we'll all be fine. Okay, Aquarius. For now, I'm going to trust you on that one and just see what the cards say. Okay, right. Can we see the current energy, please, for Aquarius? For Aquarius, please. We see the current energy for Aquarius. The Magician, right? Oh, okay, there's a reason. The Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you are basically sacrificing long-term, short-term... No, you're sacrificing long-term gain for short-term gain. Yeah, everything's fine for now. But this will eat away at you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. In the subconscious line. You're not going to grow. The Nine of Pentacles is here, which is like, yeah, this is a real good card. I'm good so long as this is not addressed. This, and it's usually something that's addressed. The thing you're not addressing is something that's harming you. So the Five of Pentacles this way is like loss, abandonment, loneliness, neglect. If that was the right way up, you'd be addressing that, right? But it's not. It's in reverse. You're like, no neglect here, no abandonment here. I'm not hurt at all. Because you're staving off what will be a bigger job for you, Aquarius. Because you're like, once you start acknowledging the pain, you then have to deal with the pain. And that will involve, you know, inner work, but also might involve breaking off some connections, moving to new areas. And like, there's also external work that has to be done with addressing pain and actually unrooting it from your life and from your energy. The problem is, Aquarius, you're trying to manifest an outcome. The outcome you want cannot come into being while you're carrying this around. You'll end up manifesting something distorted if you continue this way. Okay, let's go to the near future. The near future for Aquarius, please. The near future for Aquarius, please. The near future for Aquarius. The near future for Aquarius, please. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, yeah, the Two of Cups. Sorry, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are trying to manifest with another energy. We've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Four of Wands. This involves another energy. Someone who's hurting you, you're pretending it's not hurting, you're pretending you can live with it, Aquarius. But the thing is, it's an unstable foundation. So what you're trying to manifest is, yes, nice, steady progress in this relationship, for example. But the thing is, it's on an uneven foundation. So the Knight of Pentacles won't ever reach his destination. The Knight of Pentacles' destination is towards the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's the end of the suit of the minor arcana, you know. He won't ever reach it if he's doing it from a wonky Two of Pentacles. I mean, the Two of Pentacles is unstable anyway. In reverse, it's even more so. And it's a refusal to address the instability also. Reserve a commitment you've got, but you seem committed to carry on, and you're like, yeah, but no, can't tell you what to do, Aquarius. You can keep going. I'll see you next week. Can you get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? I'm not seeing an outcome yet. I don't even think the universe knows Aquarius, to be honest. Okay. Can I get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Universal advice for Aquarius. Yes, the Nine of Swords. The King of Cups. These came out. The Five of Arrows, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's a frustration over your happiness. It's distorted happiness. So the Ten of Cups is happiness with others, but over it was the Five of Swords, which is conflict, not seeing eye to eye over your happiness within the home, the happiness with another person. You're on different wavelengths when it comes to what makes you both happy. And then you've got the Nine of Arrows and the King of Cups. The Nine of Swords, yeah, it's over a love interest or someone you're connected to, your emotional. Nine of Arrows is the textbook, I'm in my head and this hurts, over a deep love. What can I say, Aquarius? I mean, you keep going, but the universe is going to keep tapping on your shoulder until you turn around and start addressing this from within. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, wrong deck. Yeah, that's kind of quite the metaphor. As my grandma would say, you know, if the shoes hurt, then yeah, if your shoes don't fit, then that ain't your shoe. I think it's one of them for you, Aquarius, this week. Anyway, sorry, Aquarius, I'm rambling. Thank you for joining me here on Esoteric Tarot. If you want to take a deeper dive into this, Aquarius, then check the description box below for my one-to-one reading options. And please drop a comment. I like to see how this is manifesting out the 3D for people. And thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to love you and leave you, Aquarius. Until next time, take care. Hello, Pisces. How are we doing? Welcome to Esoteric Tarot. I keep thinking, do you know what? We didn't ask, so I'm not giving you that one. It's the tier. Okay. Pisces, hi. Welcome to your Sunday check-in. Can you please show me Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please? See what's coming towards you this week, Pisces. I was going to call you Pirate. Pisces. What's coming towards you? The vision. That's better. Well, they're both to do with eyes, which is interesting. Anyone having any eye issues? Or maybe you saw something? I don't know. Right, the vision. The vision. Or maybe something that you thought might have been lost is regained. The vision. What's the vision for Pisces this week, please? The vision. The energy coming towards Pisces this week. The vision. Or maybe someone's seen you. The vision for Pisces, please. The vision for Pisces. Whoop. The vision for Pisces, please. The vision for Pisces. The vision for Pisces, please. Whoop. Something flipped itself. It came out like this. The vision. Okay, I need a few more on that, please. Two of Cups reversed. We're not reversed. And Temperance. Okay, so you've been connected to another energy for some time now. You're preparing yourself to have a conversation with them about the nature of things. You're showing me you've got to be brave. You're like, okay, we're going to fix this, but you need to tell some truths. You're worried the other energy's not going to like it. Okay, let's go into the current energies, please, for Pisces. Current energies for Pisces, please. The current energies for Pisces. The Chariot. The Page of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I thought so. You, Pisces, have to do something for yourself. Ultimately, this thing I think will benefit everyone. I don't think it's a negative thing that you're doing. However, it may mean that you are out of the vision, as in the person attached to you might not see you for a while. Because you're going to be busy, essentially. And now you're like, I got to kind of tell them this. Something you're really excited about, something you really want to do, something you're passionate about. In fact, I'd say it's probably actually part of your soul journey to do this. And you're like, yeah, but they're not going to be able to see me while I'm doing it. So someone's going to get upset. And bless you, Pisces, you're like, you don't want to hurt them. You're worried it might cause a bit of fallout or something like that. Right, can we go into the near future, please? Can we go into the near future? Can we go into the near future, please? Yeah, there we go. 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Cups. Now this person, yeah, they're going to perceive this as rejection. It's not. But I can understand why you're a little bit worried, because they are. They're going to be like, well, does that mean our future is on the line? Because you've got to go work on an oil rig, Pisces, for 6 months. Is that kind of thing? But actually, it's a huge investment in your future and a huge sacrifice on your part, because I don't see you wanting to be away from this person, but you do realise that you have responsibilities to do. So you're like, I'm sorry, but this is just the way it's going to be. And I think this thing, you might have already signed up to it or agreed to it, or already decided you're going to do it, because the end result is you having to try and not allow this person, which from their part is kind of stemming from insecurity, if I'm honest with you, not allow that to interfere with the job you have to do, which is going to be hard for you, Pisces. You feel a lot, guys. I know you do. And the connection is going to feel a little bit unstable for a while, but it's going to be questions around long-term happiness that you're going to be dealing with mostly. You are making an effort to keep them out. And look, yeah, we've got the Fool at the bottom of the deck. You're on a new path elsewhere. But again, I think your new path is work-related. or you've got to move or something like that, but just, or maybe it just might be you see them one night less a week, but this person kind of perceives it as like, does this mean it's the end? And no, it's not. And I think the constant reassurance might wear you down a little bit, Pisces. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Pisces, please? Can I get some universal advice for Pisces, please? So that's very, very specific, Pisces. If it's not your reading, check another placement. If it's not your reading, thank you still for being here, but check another placement. But yeah, it's like you're going to be out of sight for a while. Pisces is going underground. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Pisces? Yeah, that's part of your vision. And literally, that's why we had the tear come out before as well. It's your vision. It's part of your vision to do this thing. And then literally, this person's not going to be able to see you for a while. That's why we had two sets of eyes. That's why we come for tarot, guys. It never lies. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Pisces? Universal advice. The 8 of arrows, 8 of swords is struggle. Again, struggle is about not being able to see and having your hands tied and not seeing. Okay, then we have the 5 of bows, which is a very rude card in this deck. But the 5 of bows here, it's a struggle, but it's also an empowerment. So I think ultimately this might strengthen your connection with this person. And then the 9 of bows is someone's just hurt personally by it, even though it's an impersonal decision on your behalf. It's a bit of emotional management here. 6 of bows is on the hidden energy though. So I think after this process is done and then you return to whoever they are, they see you're going to come back to them. It's not the end. And ultimately you will make sure your relationship's stronger, but for a little while there, Pisces, it's going to be a bit rocky. But trust in the universe, you'll get through it. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I love chatting to you all down there. So draw up me a line. It'd be great to connect with you. And if you're interested in a personal one-to-one reading, then check the description box for those details. I cater to all time zones and budgets. And with that, Pisces, I'm going to love you and leave it. Until the next time, take care. Okay, everyone, we're back in the room. All signs. Welcome to the closing collective reading. I'm just going to pull a few more energies from the Pocket Archetypes deck just to close off the reading. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Spirit, the universe, and all the gods for their guidance today, and all of our guides and angels as well. Of course, the whole gang is here with us, guys. Okay, can we please have some final closing messages for the collective, please, for the Esoteric Collective, for the Esoteric Community? Some closing messages, some closing energies for this week. This one wanted to come out. The Bardo. Okay, tests, basically. Bardo is very interesting. It's from the Tabution Book of the Dead. It speaks to the tests we pass. After we pass on in this life, we go into what's called the Bardo, which is a series of doorways. Sometimes it's described as doorways. Sometimes it's described as tests as well. Challenges. It's a way to almost stress test the soul to see how much it learned in its previous incarnation. At the end of the Bardo is either enlightenment or reincarnation again or something like that. The Egyptians have a very similar belief structure about their afterlife. So I think some of us are going through our worldly Bardo here. In fact, some philosophies and religious beliefs and theories can have the idea that Earth and life as a human is a Bardo in itself, one continuously long test in a long series of tests that your soul has been on since the beginning of time. If that's not too heavy for you guys, okay? Okay. Or maybe it's just this week. You can have a couple of pints of spilt milk, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, can we get the Bardo, please? With the Bardo here for the collector, please. The Bardo. Might be spilt milk. You might get a big bill. You might, you know, get in a fender bender. They're also Bardo tests, I guess. Okay, can we please see the Bardo? Why is the Bardo here for the collective? The Bardo for the collective, please. The Bardo for the collective. The Bardo. The Bardo for the collective. Okay, the Bardo for the collective. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, karmic. The Sun, which is going to become apparent soon, and it's always for a greater good, that's the thing. And then the Queen of Cups, open up your heart space, because that's where we communicate with the non-physical, guys. There's a reason for these tests in your life. That's why the wheel spins. So, you know, test, reward, test, reward, test, reward, that sort of thing. And you'll go through the same test over and over again until you learn it, basically. till you get clarity. So it's the happiest card of the deck, but it's also the card of clarity. Till you gain clarity, and it actually opens up your heart space more, gets you closer to the divine. Right, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, please. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Wands, some things are sudden, and I think for a lot of us, we've probably got some sudden changes coming in. That makes sense with the season. We just closed up Capricorn, which is very predictable energy. It's about structure. It's about looking at what works, what doesn't work, doing inventory, steady progress towards a goal. Organized, whereas Aquarius is more, it's air energy, it's more free flowing, anything can happen. It's innovation, it's creativity, it's thought experiments, it's following your dreams. So yes, Ace of Wands coming up under the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I did get just seen the Four of Swords under here as well. Everything in alignment, guys. Everything's for your greater alignment. And then the Sun, please. The Sun card. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. It's about making choices or not making choices. Or even some of you literally dropping people that you're connected to in order to gain clarity. Also, don't listen too much about the external world. This kind of journey, it's in here, guys. Okay, and then the Queen of Cups. We've got the Empress. Yeah. That's when you start making real progress. And you start listening to yourself. Don't prioritize other people's advice. I mean, take it, listen to it. Sorry, don't take it. Don't just automatically take everyone else's advice. Listen to it. But only take it if it resonates with you. Only take it if your heart and your soul say, yeah, I think that's it. You don't have to. Don't lean on other people. Learn to trust in yourselves. Okay, for the Ace of Wands, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, that's where opportunities are born. When the wheel turns. Even something bad has a hidden opportunity in it. And so those are good, obviously. And for the Lovers, we've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, not seeing eye to eye with other people. Some of you might be doing things that you wouldn't normally do, and the people around you are like, what do you think you're doing? No, again, this is about listening to your inner wisdom. Other people might not like what you're doing, but if it's aligned to your soul path and your soul journey, then you crack on. Right, and then for the Empress, we've got, yeah, Queen of Swords, inner knowing. The card's been on point today, guys. On point. Right, let's get some universal advice, please, as we all travel through the Bardo on the Esoteric ship. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for the crew? Some universal advice, please. Universal advice. Universal advice, please. Universal advice. Yeah, the Lovers. Then we will come in contact with the things that truly serve us, that truly align to us, that truly resonate. The things we say yes to, the things that say yes back to us. The people, places, situations. The Lovers doesn't always have to be literal lovers, you know. You can be in a lover's relationship with your job. I know I certainly am. And then we've got the Nine of Stones, which is tradition. Tradition in this card. It's a Nine of Pentacles, so it's tradition this time. Going against the grain, like you're doing things you don't normally do, and sometimes that's what you've got to do. We've got the Ace of Wands again, the spark of life. That's what keeps the momentum in life going as you travel through your Bardo. And then Seven of Hours insecurity. Yeah, and the universe knows it's uncomfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. The universe also knows that what you think is going to happen, usually the opposite happens. It does that on purpose as well. It's to keep you on your toes. Doesn't want you to get too comfortable. Because when we get too comfortable, we stop growing, we stop learning, we stop making progress. We think, I have arrived, I'm perfect, I don't need to do any more work. Dangerous way to think. As soon as we start thinking that, the universe comes and jolts us out of that. In very surprising ways, but it always does it for our greater good, to align us onto the path we're supposed to be, to get ourselves closest to our abundance and to source. Okay, collective, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot. All of your energy here is loved and appreciated, and thank you so much for trusting it with me today. Thank you for all your likes, your comments, your subscribed. I'm loving to see how the community grows. And until the next time, guys, take care. Have a wonderful week.